Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you're joining us from. It's my pleasure to welcome you once again to the Haiti Tech Summit Stakeholder Dialogues. Welcome to the final edition for the year 2025. And my name is Daniel Tete, and I'll be moderating the session for today. The discussion today is themed empowering Haiti's next generation through sport and diaspora leadership. And I have an amazing personality joining me to delve into the discussion. It's going to be a fireside chat where we're going to explore how sports can serve as a powerful engine for youth development, national pride, and community transformation in Haiti. Obviously, in the wake of Haiti qualifying for the World Cup, this has become a trending topic as well. And we hope to highlight diaspora and the gaps and opportunities within this current ecosystem and actionable pathways for stakeholders to strengthen sports infrastructure and long-term youth empowerment. So that was what we're going to be discussing today. And like I said, I have an amazing personality joining me to have this discussion to help me delve into this, or to have this fireside chat. I've run Apollon, who is the LDGA director and also the HASC president, HASCA president, joining us today. And it's my extreme pleasure to welcome him to the 86 Summit Stakeholder Dialogue stage for this discussion. Welcome, Ron. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's an honor to be asked to do this. Thanks for having me.
Great, great. So we'll go right into it. But before we discuss anything, I would have you kindly introduce yourself, and then in doing that, you briefly share the focus of your work with us.
Sure, absolutely. So, okay, as you said, I'm Ron Apollon. Most, to Haitians, they call me Wonal. My American friends call me Ron, but most of the time people call me Ron, but that's fine. Wonal and Ron are the same. But anyway, obviously I was born in Haiti. I came here when I was about 12 years old, and soccer has always been a part of my life. I for I've been playing soccer, like I said, since I was a kid in Haiti, and I was fortunate enough to get a college scholarship and play soccer at New York Institute of Technology, where I grew up. And from there, it just blossomed, and I was able to play semi-pro. I played in a bunch of leagues in New York, and also then I moved to Atlanta, played for a professional indoor team. So soccer has always been part of my life, but Haiti has also been part of my life. I always will be part of my life as well. So after I started an organization about 20 years ago called LDGA, which is Last Defense Goalkeeping Academy, because goalkeeping was my specialty. And we've been going on strong. We have camps and clinics that we do in the Atlanta area, and also sometimes in South Carolina and Florida. And then I've always been a leader. I don't know why, but there's always been a leader. I've always been captain of every team that I play on. Then I became a coach, and so that was a calling for me. So coaching, I've coached at various levels: youth, college, and semi-pro. 2021, I coached a semi-pro women's team called Atlanta Panthers. Prior to that, I coached the Atlanta Silverbacks women's team. So soccer has always been part of my life. So I'm very, very partial. I've started this organization called Haitian American Soccer Coaches Association, which for short we call it HASCA. We have several coaches in the area, in the Georgia area, Haitian coaches who are coaching at high level. So we decided to put our heads together and come up with an organization where we can help Haitian American kids, and here in the States as well as in Haiti. Consequently, last January, two of us, me and another coach, we went to Haiti and Okai, and we did a certified training program for 42 coaches. So we are dedicated to helping Haiti. helping the Haitian American kids, helping the kids in Haiti, helping the coaches identify players for the national teams, things like that. So that's in a nutshell. That's been my background. So, all right.
Amazing, amazing. And yeah, I do know we have the right person for the theme for this month. So let's delve right into it. I think you mentioned a little bit of it, but how can sports help strengthen Haiti's youth and future workforce?
Well, sports is something I truly believe in. I've played soccer has been predominantly my forte. However, I've played other sports, not at that high level, but other sports. But I always find it at sports, they it allows you to have discipline. Discipline is one. Teamwork, which is something I feel that we lack in the Haitian community. But and then leadership, um, and then also responsibility. So I feel that those are some of the kind of characteristics that I've gotten from sports, and I feel that we can implement some of these things in Haiti as well. So and it also um, it allows kids to, especially in Haiti, to have another avenue, something else to look forward to, and instead of going to joining gangs and things like that. So I think sports are very important. It keeps kids off drugs, and then it would provide a lot of opportunities so economic opportunities also in Haiti if we were to have a very concrete and solid foundation in sports in Haiti.
Okay. So let's look at some challenges, particularly for the development of soccer or sports on a wider range in Haiti. What are some of the challenges that we see that hinder the development of soccer and sports in Haiti, and how can stakeholders help solve some of these challenges?
So it's challenges in Haiti you said asking for? The challenge
Yes.
unfortunately, it's a long list, but I'll you know, I've had the pleasure to go to Haiti, and I've worked with several organizations over there. I worked with Latinity Haiti, I worked with Goals Haiti, and Sefo Sud Haiti. I've worked with a lot of people. Whenever I go to Haiti, I make a point of stopping by one of these organizations and help. And what I find is number one, um, as a whole, there's a lack of vision. There's a lack of vision in what we are trying to do with soccer or with sports in general. I would say um, safety obviously is an issue because of situation now in Haiti with the gangs. That's an issue. So kids don't feel safe and therefore can't go out and play. Um, Even where some of the places where they have soccer programs, they're missing a lot. They don't have the fields are atrocious. The field that they're playing on, I'm afraid to I'm afraid to walk on them sometimes because there's rocks, there's all kinds of stuff. So that's another issue. They lack equipment. They don't have enough equipment. And then also for the government, it's not their priority. The Haitian government is not a priority for sports. Is not a priority for them. There's lack of funding. There's not enough money to even do stuff. So and then there's not enough qualified coaches. Um, we tend a lot of Haitians tend to think that they're a coach. They can be a coach because they play the game, but there's a lot of things involved in coaching that they don't know about and or they don't see or they don't realize. So we have that. But I think we could, if we can get some sponsors, if we can educate coaches, if we can provide some resources, more better resources to the country. And then also one of the other things too is we need to have resources in Creole. There's a lot of the stuff we have is in French, and most of those kids don't even speak French. And so we need to have more of those things. So, but the main challenge that I see is to get to have a vision and have a plan on what we are, what do we want the sports to be like? What do we want soccer to be like eventually? So I think there's a lot of that as well. So if we can get people to sit down, work together, and come up with a plan on what we want this to be, then we could solve a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. And Haiti's recent World Cup qualification gained a lot of attention online on social media as well. And what do you think this means for the country, and how can we use this momentum to support the growth of sports within the country?
Well, Haiti is in the spotlight right now. It is for the first time in God knows when they're talking about Haiti in a positive way. And I think we really, really need to take advantage of that. And by saying that, it's a rare moment of unity. I was the day when we won that game when we qualified. I was in a Haitian restaurant with about 75 to 80 people, and I tell you what, it was a celebration that I will never forget. I was a kid when it was 74, and I don't really recall what happened when we made it to the World Cup then. But I tell you what, with this one here, I won't forget it. It's a great moment. It's a great moment of national pride. I mean, you saw people with flags and this and that. Everyone's talking about it. Social media blasting. So it was a great, great, great opportunity for us to be in the spotlight where they're talking about Haiti in a positive sense. So that's what it means. So I think we need to take advantage of that. We need to take advantage of that and build on it. So we need to create, look at the future, create an infrastructure because we can't have this moment. We hopefully we'll have it again, but if for us to have this kind of moment again, there's got to be some work done from the ground up. There's got to be an infrastructure that we are feeding into the program, and by for us to do that, I think we have to create academies. We have to, obviously, Port-au-Prince, it's an area that can be touched right at this point. Hopefully, things will change. But in the south part, Nokai, in the north part, Okap, we could start there by having some academies because there's stick momentum. Kids are watching. Kids will want to know, hey, maybe I want to do this. I want to be part of this too. So let's create some opportunities for them by creating academies in those sections, perhaps. Um, we need to start highlighting players. Uh, push them, encourage them in colleges, and even take them abroad to pro teams. But I feel we need to take advantage of this by getting sponsors. Haitian businesses need to invest in the future of the sport. So we need to you know, we need to use that opportunity to get sponsors, get all these companies that are flying the Haitian flag right now, but that's not, it shouldn't be just that. What can you provide? Can you help? Because funding is a big thing in Haiti. We need money. And if we can get these companies, these organizations to back and buy into this program from the ground up so that in the future we'll have another celebration again into the World Cup.
Yeah, I think that's something I would like. And obviously, there's a role for the Haitian diaspora to play in um, shaping this long-term sports ecosystem for the country. Can you identify some of the ways in which the Haitian diaspora can help? I know you've mentioned investment right now and funding as well, but are there any other ways that the Haitian diaspora in particular can help shape the ecosystem, the sports ecosystem for Haiti?
Well, um, first thing, like I said, we need to have a goal. That's the first thing. So let's all work towards that goal. If this is okay, we want Haiti to be constantly represented in the World Cup every time or have an opportunity to, but we can't just rely on foreign what I mean foreign players who are born in Canada, in France, in the US. to be. We also need to cultivate our players in Haiti. So how can the diaspora help? We the diaspora, we're living in the states or elsewhere or abroad, have better opportunity, more opportunities than the people in Haiti. So we need to work together. We need to work together. We need to get people, get them to invest. Okay, so if we come up with a plan, how are we going to get kids to follow these steps and get there? First, it's going to take money. So we have to have sponsorships. We have to get people to. We have to get money. Let's have a drive, where all these companies, all these restaurants, all these Haitian businesses are funding, and also create a nonprofit organization. Like Haska is a nonprofit organization. I'm not saying you need to donate to Haska, but there's others. But let's all donate, and you can get a tax write-off of that, in the states. And then we send stuff to Haiti. Then provide coaching, provide education, coaching education. Um, let's like I said, let's use equipment drive and send stuff there. But again, the bottom line is, I mean, I've worked. One of my goals, things I'm trying to do. Let's work with all these organizations trying to develop kids here, but let's all put our hands together because we have the same goals. But why are we separate? We have a slogan in our country. It says "L'union fait la force," which is in unity there's strength. Well, then let's make that work. Let's tie together. Right now, as Haska, we are working with several organizations. There's Haitian de Montréal, Haitian International de Montréal. We're working with them. We're working with L'Union fait la force in Florida. We're working with Etienne Soccer School in New Jersey. Okay, so and in Haiti, and then we go Goals in Haiti. Goals Haiti is an organization that I really strongly believe in, and I've been try to help them. Okay, Tap in Sports in Boston. Spiritual Livo started a league in Haiti, a youth league, which is the very first one. So let's get all these organizations to work together. We have the same goal, and now we could get our resources together that would give us more power. So I think this is what we need. This is what we need to do.
Okay, amazing. And I want to commend you for your work with LDG and then Haska as well. And if you don't mind, what is your long-term vision for both of these organizations for the future? How do you see the both organizations transforming or going in the next future?
Well, okay. So there's two things. LDGA is not necessarily focused on Haiti because
Okay.
that's something that I started as a business for myself. That's one of the ways that I make a living.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you look at our philosophy at LDGA, we're not only trying to develop soccer players, but we are trying to develop field leaders and leaders in life. So we're teaching you how to be a successful person and a successful player, whether it's the goalkeeping, whether it's striking. So if you look at our camps, we're very strict. We don't even, I mean, kids, we don't allow kids to even curse during our sessions. So we're trying to give them accountability, responsibility, life lessons. We want to be role models for the next generation, and that's one of my goals personally, and also for the academy. So that's LDGA. Now, I would love to have some Haitian kids come into my camps. I really do, and I've been trying to do that. I even extended offers to the federation to have a couple of kids come into the camp. I do a big camp every summer, and I'd love to have that. And I would have willing to even pay for them. They can come for free, but again, it has not happened yet. But that's LDGA. When it comes to Haska, to me, it's all about Haiti. It's all about developing players. It's all about showing them, giving them a pathway to success, not just for soccer, but also in life. So as coaches, we want to be role models for them. We want to educate them. We want to train them, okay, and we want to highlight them where they can go to college. We can get a college scholarship, And if this means they can go to play professional, that's fine too. We have people in the organization who have access to clubs overseas. It's in Europe, in South America. So we want to help them get to that level, and then obviously work with the federation to come and play for Haiti. That would be a dream come true as well. Okay, so that's really, um, we want to try to. That's why it's important that we decide to coordinate to have academies where we could send our coaches from here who have the education, who have the know-how, who have the tools to help them become better players. So that's the goal, and that's what we're trying to do with the organization.
No, that's amazing, and I like the component of the youth empowerment you've attached to the sports, and it makes it quite unique, and it makes you make progress in terms of the changes you see within the youth and then the boys that come through some of these academies. So it's really good work that you are doing there. Now, as we wrap up,
I'm trying.
yeah, no, it's really good and it's really commendable.
Thank you.
As we wrap up for the session today, I want to find out what final message would you like to leave? These are categories of people. So, final message for policymakers, for entrepreneurs, and then for diaspora leaders, and then finally for the youth. What final message do you have for them? For in case of the policymakers, the entrepreneurs, and the diaspora leaders who want to be part of the youth of Haiti's youth empowerment journey, what message do you have for them, and what message do you have for the youth to inspire them not to give up?
Well, first and foremost, I can't stress that enough. Uh, as far as having a plan, and I want, first of all, I'm talking to Haiti, and I'm talking to the Haitian Federation, Soccer Federation, and I'm talking. We need to have a plan that involves everyone, and that includes the diaspora. Okay. Now, we can't uh, living abroad. We can't say we know everything about what's going on in the country, but we should have a say. We should work. We should, again. I hate to keep bringing the part about working together. L'Union fait la force is our slogan. We need to start working together for the common goal. So they need to reach out. The federation needs to reach. I'd love to see the federation reach out to people like myself, people like Pedro Rivo, people like Jean-Marc Alexandre, people like Eric Poyo, people, those people working with Haitian kids in abroad and help. We put people like Derek Etienne and Darrell Etienne, all these people. We're all working together. We're all doing the same thing. So let's have the federation. Let's get us involved. It's not a matter of money. We don't care about money. We just care about the progress of Haiti. We need that. The World Cup is great that we won it. That we made it, but it shouldn't be a one and done thing. It should be a continuous thing. Every 4 years we get there. But how do we get there? We have to start with the youth, and we need to be role models for these youth. We need to educate them, because I'm looking at the national team, and every time I saw they're singing the national anthem for Haiti before a game, only a couple of them know the words. The rest of them don't even know. So I think there's got to be an education for these players and for the youth coming up, so that they can see, hey, because now when they're looking at these guys, they're not even singing the national anthem. It doesn't give you a sense of pride. Is there any pride in these guys? We don't know. So we need to educate the kids. To me, if I was the federation, I would have Creole classes for all these guys so that they know how to speak it. And they also, maybe, I don't know if they do it or not, but again, from where I'm looking, it's not happening. So, and when it comes to diaspora, if we have the same goals, we need to join hands and help develop players. We need to send coaches from here or from wherever else to come to Haiti and help do coaching education for the coaches, and then do camps and clinics for the players, and show them that there's a path, show them that there's a way. It's not, you don't need to join gangs, you don't need to rob people or whatever else. Show them that there's a way to get to the top. highlight players, successful players. There's a couple like Ricardo Ade was born in Haiti. Look where he's playing now. Let's use these guys and show them, look, there is a path to success. So to me, let's work together. Let's have a plan. Let's use our resources, the Haitians, American coaches. Let's use our resources. And then finally, financial support. Financial support is very important. We You can't do anything in life without money, but we know what the situation is in Haiti. So if we can help that way, then let's all work toward the same goal. Have accountability, obviously, because we know there's a lot of corruption going on, but we need to have accountability for it, and we need to show that there's accountability. So if we're asking people to sponsor and send money and send resources, then we have to have accountability. So that's my hope for Haiti. That's my hope, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to make that happen. Okay.
Well, that's really great, and I do, yes, I do believe the investment, the financial investment, is really important to kick things off, as well as the having a plan and the goal, and then that vision and coordinating among the various stakeholders to make sure that that plan is working, then supported with financial backing as well. But
Yep.
it's been really great having you on the session today. It's in all of your insights, your thought leadership within soccer and sports is really amazing. And I would say, before I let you go, finally, how would you describe Haiti in one word?
How would I describe Haiti? Is that what you asked me? Is that I'm trying to?
How would you describe Haiti? Yes, use one word to describe Haiti.
Whew,
One word to describe
I
Haiti.
don't know if I can do it in one word. One word I can use in a positive sense is
Yeah, it's
resilience.
something I like to ask the speakers.
Yes,
Okay, what?
we are very resilient people. The country that's the people. So Haitians in general are very resilient. If I have to use one word, so hopefully we can use
Yeah,
that to be
yeah,
to help and be more successful.
definitely. And resilience is one word that comes a lot when I ask the speakers. So yes, I think we're all on the right wavelength in terms of thinking that we are resilient people, and it's something that cuts across various spaces and industries as well. But thank you so much, Ron, for your time today. It was a real pleasure having this fast side chat with you, and wish you all the best in your endeavors as well. And we'll connect in the future as well. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure. All right.
All right. See you soon. Okay, so that was our speaker for the session today, Ron. Shared insights on sports and soccer in particular, and how it can transform Haiti in the birth of the um, World Cup. We hope that's not it's not one of the similar. Hopefully, for the next one, too, Haitians will qualify for it. And I'd like to say a big thank you to him as well for availing his time and sharing his insights with us. It was a real pleasure having him on the session today. And this wraps up the Stakeholder Dialogues for 2025. And it's been amazing sessions all year, each month. Thankful to all the speakers that have come on the session this year. It's really great, and it's testament to the work that Haitians are doing and their commitment to seeing a much more prosperous Haiti. So we're thankful to all the speakers that have come on the session throughout 2025, for the previous speakers in 2024. And so we're thankful to each and every one of you for your thought leadership and then your time sharing with us. We're really grateful for that, and hopefully we'll continue these dialogues next year, and then put some of these action steps into work to see a much more prosperous Haiti. Thank you all so much, and this wraps up the Haiti Tech Summit Stakeholder Dialogues for 2025, and we'll see you next year. Until then, keep the hope alive and then keep working hard to for that common goal, for that common vision that we have to see a much more prosperous Haiti. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.